What is good, everybody? I am sorry for keeping you waiting tonight. I was actually just out grabbing some pre rolls. You know what I'm saying? Had to grab some pre roll raws, grab a little Red Bull for the show tonight. Couple shameless plugs right there. Couple of the things that I'd like, you know what I'm saying? But I had to grab a couple things before the stream tonight and get ready for everything. I hope you all are having a great day. And I hope everybody is ready for tonight's stream because we have some hot hip hop news to cover tonight. There's a lot of things going on. James Brown is in the building, popcorn ready. I hope you've got your snacks, your blunts, your vaporizers, your gravity bongs. I hope you got everything going. Soon enough, you'll have the report card radio rolling trays so you can be situated as we stream here together. Oh, yes, we have a major update on Dark Low. A lot of people have been asking me, Mikey T, we need some information on Dark Low. Mikey T, what's going on with Dark Low? Where is Dark Low currently? How can we get in contact with him? We are going to go over all of that tonight. Major salute to my guy Schizo in the building. Salute to you, my dude. Thank you for moderating the chat, Marcus42. Major salute, brother. I actually got some Granddaddy Pluto that I'm going to twist up right about now while we wait for everybody to roll into the chat and we get things going tonight. But y'all know who I am. I'm your host, Mikey T, the movie star, the most hated yet anticipated. You know what I'm saying? They be waiting for me to go on live streams so they can grab the popcorn, cuddle up with their shorty. You know what I'm saying? Cuddle up with their shorty and watch the show. I mean, what can I say? It goes hand in hand. It's a good show. Yardigan. You're getting a little ahead of yourself, my friend. You are getting a little bit ahead of yourself. Not there just yet. That's actually the main event for tonight. Everything going on with Foolio and NBA Youngboy. Foolio, quite the character in hip hop. You know, he's got quite the story. I wish nothing but success for that man. It obviously looks like his career is on the upward swing right now. You know what I'm saying? It obviously looks like Foolio is doing his thing. He's been interviewing with some of the best platforms like Vlad TV. His name is going through all of the publications. He's on DJ Academic's show this week talking about a number of things, including this altercation that happened with NBA Youngboy at some hotels or something. You know, not uncommon that it happened at a hotel because, when rappers get done with their shows, where do they go? They go to the hotel. You know what I mean? They're usually booked there for the night unless they're on a tour bus just heading to the next city. So altercations will take place at these little local hotels. And I do want to say, I believe it happened in Jacksonville, which is actually Foolio's city. You know what I'm saying? It's actually Foolio's city. So that could play a major role into it. You know what I mean? Wrong city, wrong time. You know how that shit goes. Tanya, what is going on? Appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Definitely appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Go ahead, hit that like button, share this video. Major salute to everybody on the tap in. Let me get some of this scrolled up real quick. You dude, take a seat, man. Go watch the interview with Academics, my dude, and listen to what Foolio actually said in the interview. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but he said he had two big dudes that actually looked like security with him. I mean, shit, NBA Youngboy is a major recording artist. Why wouldn't he have security? But let's not get into that just yet. I mean, I've heard a dozen stories. I've heard of dozen stories of artists who be acting tough on another artist. And then when that artist comes to check them, they got a couple big ass dudes right there waiting for them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, you can't even get to me in reality. Yo, Daryl, what's poppin', man? What's up from Texas? You on that lemon diesel tonight? Okay, major salute to you. I'd like to get me some lemon. I'd like to get me some lemon diesel, to be 100% honest with you. That'd be dope. Let me see what's going on here. You work this shit out. I gotta roll. Bear with me, you guys, while I roll a little something up for tonight's show. Got my raw papers. That's why I was a little bit late for tonight. Not really late, though. You know what I mean? Like I tell everybody, better late than never, you know? Let's see something real quick. Share this video. Everybody hit that like button as well. You know, simple procedure. Hit the like button. Share this video. Share this video. Hit that like button, y'all. Show some love. Tonight we got a lot of dope shit to go over. Just let me get everything situated here real quick. So we're good to go. Let's see. Raw papers, excuse me. Raw papers, best thing smoking. I'll agree with you, man. I'll agree with you because I'm usually on the Dutchies. But honestly, with the pre-ground, it only makes sense, you know, to actually grab a raw paper, you know, a cone though, I want to say. Here we go. There we go. We are Gucci. We are Gucci and good to go. My guy Ethan is in the building. Major salute to you, brother. Major salute to Ethan on the tap in. That's one of my dudes right there. I appreciate everybody who, you know what I'm saying, who stays in tune with me on here consistently. You know, it's crazy. Academics at one point in his interview with Foolio had said, you know, you guys are both like the most hated on right now. Now, I'm not too sure why Foolio was being looked at as one of the most hated, but it's evident that NBA Youngboy just seems to have problems with everybody, from everything that's going on with Little Dirt to the whole NLE Choppa situation when they were both supposed to drop their albums at the same time, to now what's evidently happened with Foolio in the past on a recent tour. Actually, this actually happened in Foolio's own city. You know what I'm saying? So Foolio wanted to check NBA Youngboy. He wanted to go check the temperature, really, because of a lyric that NBA Youngboy had used with the word Foolio in it. He wanted to check NBA Youngboy to find out if that was a diss or not. So that's really what I want to talk about tonight. That's going to be one of my topics for tonight. But also, I have some information for everybody that's tapping in on Dark Low. We might get to that first, just because I know a lot of people who are going to be watching this video are going to want to hear about Dark Low ASAP. So we have some information for you all out there about Dark Low. Everybody that's been looking for information as far as how to get in contact with Low while he's serving his sentence. And we've got all of that information for you tonight. And also, there's some breaking news. Straight Drop, the Young Dolph suspect, the main suspect in Young Dolph's case, has actually been hit with a new charge, you guys. He's been hit with a new federal charge, and we're going to talk about that tonight. We are actually going to talk about that tonight. He had to go see a federal judge. Apparently now he's in the custody of the U.S. Marshals. You know what I'm saying? He looks like he's getting himself into some whole other shit. But this really just has to do with a supervised release violation of a federal release. Maybe they take that serious. I mean, where they're going to give somebody 10 years for violating, because he had actually caught an indictment after he got through several of his charges. We'll get into that in full tonight as well. Straight Drop is going through some shit, and you know what I mean? He's just going to continue to go through it. He's had so many different court cases just since he got arrested. Like I said, though, when he dropped that music video on Monday, he did not expect it to be arrested by Tuesday. Yogi Hertz says he's snitching. Yogi, man, it's an interesting thought because of the fact that Straight Drop still has not hired a lawyer. Straight Drop doesn't even seem like he has the funds to hire a lawyer. Now, maybe if he has some property, maybe if his family has some property to put up in regard to his case. I've seen lawyers actually take cases like this for property. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know what's going to go on with Straight Drop in regard to that. It looks like he's wishing upon a star or something. You know what I mean? Sitting in there, going in front of the judge, telling the judge that he's going to find a lawyer within a week. You know, my guys, Rosewood and Twiz, they didn't really respect, you know, or not so much respect, but they didn't really understand the reasoning behind that. Like, why are you going to tell the judge that you want a week to find a suitable lawyer for a case of your stature? You are facing life in jail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Yogi. It's crazy, you know, and a lot of the, like I was just saying, a lot of the times in these cases, I'm not going to say the family of the, you know, the assailant, but the assailant himself will at least have some property to put up. But I got a feeling that only money that Straight Drop has was the money that he was flashing in the music videos that he released. Where he got that money, I mean, shit, anybody can save up $5,000. You know, anybody, maybe they're like Mikey T. He had more than $5,000 in that video. All right, maybe he had $10,000 or $20,000. When you don't put that money in the right place, you're gonna fry. You're gonna fry, man. When you don't put that money in the right place to, you know, get a proper lawyer and make sure that you can get, you know, your situation handled, then you're done. If you're too concerned with spending money on music videos and Gucci, Louis, and different shit like that, then your head's not in the right place, period. You know, guys is just wishing upon a star. And now Straight Drop has actually caught a federal charge, you guys. Straight Drop is actually facing a new federal charge that we're going to get into tonight, because he was actually indicted a few years back, served 3-year sentence, and he was released. Now, I found myself asking the same question. What kind of a guy goes through a major federal case and only gets 3 years in jail? You know what I'm saying? What kind of, they usually, if they bring you in on a federal case, they usually want to throw you away. They usually want to hit you with some major years. So in this whole situation, I'm like, this guy got 3 years for a federal case. He got 3 years for a federal case, and now he's out of jail. But it turns out him getting involved in this case has now violated his federal release. He violated his federal release, so now he's catching a federal violation charge. Prayed up. Appreciate you for tapping in. Just give me 1 second, guys. I need to grab my lighter. I appreciate y'all for bearing with me. Just bought a whole new pack of lighters. Antoine, what's popping, man? Steven Rivera says federal is harder to beat and then state. And man, with what happened with Dark Low's case with getting 7 years for federal intimidating of a witness, I didn't really think he was going to be facing as much as 7 years in jail, but it turns out that he got 7 years. You know what I mean? I really thought that was going to be a much lighter sentence. So who knows? Maybe with the feds really, cracking down on straight drop, maybe this is going to lead to him actually, getting a more severe sentence when it comes to the laws that he broke in regard to his federal release. I had come online or I have witnessed things like this happen over the years with people being on the run. I've seen people on the run. This is more like state charges though. And I've read about other people being on the run. And usually in these cases, when somebody's on the run and they get picked up, that I've seen that on the run charge get dropped. I've seen it straight up get dropped. But what that is, they use it as a method to convict them of the earlier charge. So it works for them. When you have multiple charges, when you get hit with multiple charges, you're more than likely to cop out to something. Like I told that story the other day when I got hemmed up in the music video shoot that I did, or the interview I did in New York when I was pulling away and I got pulled over and I got caught with weed and alcohol. When I went in, the public defender was like, listen, we'll take away one, but you're going to take the other. So that's what they ultimately want to do, is get one charge on your record. We just saw it happen with Pooh Shiesty. He was facing 4 different charges that carried 20 years each. He was facing 4 different charges that carried 20 years each. So they were talking about a life sentence, practically 80 years. And they got him to cop out to one of the charges. So now he's facing up to 20. But, academics did an interview with this one officer, I believe. And I really looked to that interview with the outcome of what happened later. Because, facing 20, he will ultimately do between 5 and 10. And that will result in him coming back in a reasonable amount of time. Just like going back to Gucci Mane's case. Gucci Mane was facing 2 different charges within a period of time, 2 different gun charges within a recent amount of time of each other. He thought he was gone. He thought he was gone for good with all the previous charges he had faced, but he got 3 years. He was able to manage that, come home, and get his career out arguably bigger than when he went in. But Pooh Shiesty's in a totally different situation than Gucci Mane, you guys. Pooh Shiesty's situation is much different than Gucci Mane because Pooh actually hasn't had as much screen time as Gucci did. Gucci built up his whole empire before we saw him get locked up for that last time. Gucci Mane put on, Young Thug, and he began to put on Young Thug, and he, did collaborative efforts with Future and the Migos, and then we saw him really go crazy, start getting all types of gangsta. And I'm talking around the time when he did that World War III project where he released 3 mixtapes at the same time. Don Philly says Pooh is going to be locked up for a while. Yeah, man. Like I was just breaking it down, Don P. He had to cop out to one of those charges for them to throw out the other 3. He had to cop out to all of them charges for the feds to throw out the other three. You know what I'm saying? And now it's looking like he can potentially get a reasonable amount of time in jail. You know, when I say reasonable, I mean an amount of time in jail where it's likely that he could come out and still be an entertainer. Now, everybody tapping in. I know a lot of you might be here looking for the news on Dark Low. Y'all, I have a major update on Dark Low for everybody. A major update for everybody that has been concerned with how to contact Dark Low. I want to let everybody on here know I have the mailing address for Dark Low. Now, you're going to need to write his name as well as his register number. So I'm going to attach both of those for you. Dark Low is located at the Devens FMC, which is in Massachusetts. It's a federal jail in Massachusetts. This is the information for everybody that wants to write Dark Low. The it's a federal medical center, you guys, in Devens, federal FMC Devens, a federal medical center, and it's in Massachusetts. It's for male inmates requiring specialized or long-term medical and mental health. Now, I had let you all know that his location, but today I've got the information of how you can actually write Dark Low. So for everybody out there that wants to get Low some mail, that just wants to get in conversation with Dark Low, this is the method right here for all of you. I felt compelled to come and give this to y'all. You just got to write to Charles SALLEY. You got to put his register number, and then it's the FMC Devens Federal Medical Center, and then the P.O. Box. He's in Massachusetts, you guys, which is relatively close to me. It is relatively close to me, only about 90 minutes away from me, you guys, or in some cases, 60 minutes away from me. But I know there's a lot of people out there who are interested in the information to contact Dark Low. So I want to get that all to you. I want to get that all to you right now. It's the Federal Medical Center in Devens, FMC Devens. Y'all can write Dark Low at that information. I definitely appreciate it, and I know he will. I know he will majorly appreciate everybody that takes the time and consideration to write Dark Low. K King says, when is Dark Low coming home? That's a major question on everybody's mind. The current release date for Dark Low is 1/25/2027, January 25th, 2027. So literally 5 years from today, Dark Low will be released. Potentially sooner than that, you guys. Dark Low potentially can come home sooner than that. I'm hoping. When is Low coming home? James Brown, thank you, man. Appreciate you for sharing this video. I appreciate everybody that shares this video. We may have an impromptu interview tonight. You guys. An exclusive interview with someone out of Philly. You know what I'm saying? An exclusive interview with somebody out of Philly, but I want to keep that secret. So everybody share this video right now. Share this video. I've pinned the information to write Dark Low. So anybody in here that wants to write Dark Low, just take down that information. You know, share it with any of your associates or any of your friends who are Dark Low fans who may want to write him as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the major points about tonight's video that I want to get across. Also, there's this whole situation with Foolio. So look at this. Fake bloggers says people were making fun of Foolio for clout chasing Youngboy about saying Foolio, which is a Louisiana slang, and blame the fans. Yeah, we're gonna get into that because Foolio did blame the fans. He said that many fans would hit him on his DM, which fans will do obsessively. You know, they'll send you all types of shit on your DM. I mean, Even I get it a lot of the time. So just imagine how much Foolio gets it. Just imagine how much Foolio is getting it when it comes to this. Yeah, share this video, everybody. Um, LS says, thank you for helping these guys out. Not too many people ride for publicly for Low and AR Rab. Yeah, man, AR Rab and Dark Low gave me an opportunity. So I intend on holding them down, especially when I get in a bigger position in the game. I plan on holding them down, you guys. I plan on being one of the realest, CEOs in the game, just to be 100% with y'all. You know what I mean? I remember meeting Diddy. Diddy thought I was gonna run up on him on some media shit, and Diddy probably remembers this because no, I introduced myself to Diddy, made sure he knew who Mikey T, the movie star, was. But then when he saw me on some media shit, I wasn't on that. I was just going to smoke my blunt. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not on that groupie media shit. But you bet your ass, I made sure I introduced myself to Puff and let him know I'm Mikey T, the movie star. What's going on, Jay Brown? Appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you for tapping in tonight. New York, New York, what's up? Anybody that is interested in writing Dark Low, the information is right here. I've got it pinned to the chat. Dark Low's information is pretty simple. All you need is his name, his full name, which is Charles Salley, and then you need his register number. And then he's at the FMC Devens Federal Medical Center. And I've got the P.O. box attached as well as the zip code. So it's pretty easy to write Dark Low at this point, whether you want to type something out on the computer and print it, or if you want to just handwrite it. I'm sure Dark Low would love to hear from everybody because there's a lot of people on my channel and a lot of people just in general who have been hitting me up, whether it's on Instagram or it's on Twitter or it's in person. You know what I'm saying? Asking me for some information about how to contact Dark Low. Also, we need that sponsorship from Bel Air. I don't think there's another blogger out there repping the Bel Air like Mikey T, the movie star. Rose, send that endorsement, man. We'll rep Bel Air out all over this bitch. I'll even get the whole. I love Death Row, but you know what, man? This will be Bel Air podcast type shit. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on here because we have some topics to address. The first topic is Dark Low. Um, I've got information for everybody on how to write Dark Low. For everybody who is interested in writing Dark Low, he is currently located at the Devens FMC. Devens is in Massachusetts, and FMC is a federal medical center. So know that Dark Low is in a good position right now. He's not just in a crazy jail like how he had told us. Dark Low told us what was going on when he had caught COVID and he was really just laying in his cell and shit like that, wondering what was going to happen to him. At this point, he is at a federal medical center. It's for males who require specialized or long-term medical or mental health care. So everybody share this video and let your friends know Mikey T has the information so you can write Dark Low. What's going on? Hey, Sport, let's rap. What's up with you, King Stubbs? What's up? What's up? Appreciate you for tuning in. Yes, Kevin. Dark Low's information is now pinned to the chat so everybody can write him. Everybody can write Dark Low at this information right here. I'm pinning it up. Write it down, you guys. Dark Low is going to love to hear from you all. That's one thing that he's always respected, how caring, considerate, how passionate really his fans are. Low's fans go the extra mile. Robert Walton, what's popping? What's good with you, Mikey T? What up, OG? Salute to you for tapping in, bro. K King, you the realest, Mikey T. I appreciate that, man. I do this for y'all, though. I do this for the people, man. I did it for the rock. No, I did it for the people. You know what I'm saying? For everybody out there that needed this constant news, that's why I decided to put my face on the computer and report the news to you. But everybody can write Dark Low. Write Dark Low. The name is Charles SALLEY. The register number is right there. He's at the FMC Devens Federal Medical Center. The P.O. box is right there, you guys. And the zip code and state is right there, you guys. I want everybody to contact Dark Low. Let him know we are all still pulling for him. I might even start a whole new Letters from Dark Low series, you guys. I got to get a couple letters out to Dark Low in the next few weeks, just letting him know what the hell's going on. You know, letting him know that we all wish the best for him. I think it's great that Dark Low is actually in a medical facility, because that was one of the major questions that everybody had. For anybody out there wondering how long Dark Low is going to be locked up, Dark Low is release date is January 25th, 2027. The release date for Dark Low is literally 5 years from today. Now we know Dark Low had got 7 years, but he had actually served 13 months incarcerated, and he actually served another 7 or 8 months, something like that, while he was not incarcerated. So that time has been allotted to his sentence as well. So this whole situation with Dark Low, it's obviously something that we are all going to have to wait on. Max B is coming home in 2025, you guys. So there is hope here. There is hope for Dark Low on the real. Everybody out there, we don't need to wonder and worry about Dark Low, because honestly, he might even come home before 2027. We don't need to worry about Dark Low in the sense of he is actually in a medical center, you guys. So this is something that should be able to give a little bit of us a bit of relief. You know what I'm saying? It should be able to give us a little bit of relief, knowing that the feds actually considered that. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that they actually considered that, knowing that they actually gave a damn. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the type of dude to come on here and sympathize like that, but you got to just mention, you got to mention everything, man. You got to mention all facts involved. And they actually listened. They actually were considerate. Terrence says, thank you for sharing Low's info. I didn't even know he started serving his time already. I will be writing him. I'm sure he will appreciate that, Terrence. Everybody in here that writes Dark Low, I'm sure he will appreciate it. And I'm more than sure that Dark Low will write you guys back. Everybody, I'm more than sure that Dark Low will write you back if you do write him. Appreciate you for turning in, John. Major salute to you. Everybody share this video. Share this video, you all. Appreciate everybody tapping in. This is the information to write Dark Low once again before we get on to our next topics, because we got to speak on Foolio. Foolio checked him. Foolio checked NBA Youngboy apparently, but I mean, NBA Youngboy was in the wrong city. I mean, I guess his tour brought him to Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? But you got to take extreme precaution when you go to certain cities, especially when you're on tour. You know what I'm saying? I mean, was it a one-off? Was it a one-off show? You know, not necessarily a tour. Did you have another tour date the next day? If so, you didn't need to stay in Jacksonville. Probably an error that you made. You got a little comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Major salute, James Brown. I appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Major salute to you. Schizo said it. Free Dark Low. That's right. Free the brother Dark Low. But like I had said, Low will be coming home in 2027, hopefully a little bit earlier. With all positivity and prayer, Dark Low could be coming home a little bit earlier, you guys. and you know what I'm saying, hopeful thinking, wishful thinking. Like I said, positivity and prayer, and Dark Low could come home. You know, I'm sure he's in there. He's going to do everything he can to get out as soon as he could. You know, as far as filing motions, if it's able to be appealed, Dark Low is going to go through all the measures in order to get home as well. You know, he's not a dumbass. He knows how to, you know what I mean? He's an intelligent guy. I've read it out before in the past about other cases that he's been involved with. He's an intelligent dude. We've spoke on it actually in interviews. So Dark Low is going to do what he can, but in regard to the timing, Dark Low's coming home in 2027. Max Bigavel, the boss Don Bigavel, the wave is coming home in 2025. So we got two things to look forward to right there. We're on 2022. We got the 3-year countdown. We got the 3-year countdown for Max B. And we got the 5-year countdown for Dark Low, you guys. We got some shit. We got some shit coming in the next few years, you guys. So everybody out there, you know what I mean? Everybody out there that wants to write low, the information is pinned. Fake Bloggers says, what do you define? Fake Bloggers is asking me a question, you guys, so I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer this question from Fake Bloggers. What do you define as being checked? Now, Fake Bloggers, being checked is when you think somebody said something about you. You think somebody might have made a comment about you, and you go and you face off with them and you ask them what's up. That is what I call checking somebody. There are obviously more violent terms of being checked. You know what I mean? When somebody runs up on somebody and just starts an altercation, you know, you can call that being checked as well. But I think when somebody's like, yo, I want to see that man face to face and see what type of time he's on, I think that is a definition of being checked as well. When you want to see the temperature of what's going on. And Academics and Foolio actually touched on this very well. Academics is on a string of some of the best interviews of his career. DJ Vlad interviewed Foolio as well. That was a very good interview. But Academics on his channel, from what I've seen of Academics interview in comparison to what I've seen of Vlad's, Academics gets into the juice a little bit more. Now, I'm not sure if the time frame may have prevented Foolio from actually speaking on this, like it didn't happen when he had done that interview. But Foolio went into this whole altercation that took place between him and NBA Youngboy. An altercation that I believe Academics asked him if it was happening in one city, and then Foolio told him, nah, it happened in Jacksonville. I do believe that's what was said. Let me see if I got it in my notes. Yes, Foolio said it was a show that happened in Jacksonville. And to my knowledge, like I'm saying, watching the DJ Vlad interview, I had heard, you know, Vlad covers shit. You know what I mean? No disrespect. But Vlad covers shit fully. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the first things that I heard from Foolio, is that he was actually from, you know what I'm saying, that he was actually from Jacksonville. Wow, 1998. He was born in 1998. I was born in 1988. Kevin Rodriguez, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Make your letter tonight. Write Dark Low. I'm sure he will be souped. So, NBA Youngboy security. Now, whether it was security or boys, now, if I'm in NBA, I'm just talking in regards to me blowing up. You know, if I'm in NBA Youngboy's situation, I've got security. You know what I'm saying? I've got security, but honestly, I'm not going to be at a rundown hotel either that somebody could just walk up the steps to and get up at me. If I'm in NBA Youngboy's position, if I'm in Young Thug's position, if I'm in Kodak Black's position, I'm at the Ritz-Carlton. You know what I'm saying? Is it the Ritz-Carlton or the Carlton Ritz? I'm at the Ritz-Carlton in a room, not in a hotel where Foolio and the guys, Foolio and the band can come and get at me. They can, okay, so you got the security in front of the elevator, or you got your homies in front of the elevator, but the other guys could just walk up some stairs and get to your room. Like, no, I would not be on that type of time if I was in that position. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Eric Spencer, what's going on? North Carolina's in the building tonight. You know, I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate you being on the tap in tonight. Man, people are talking shit tonight, as always, man. Last night, it was Mimo 600 on Clubhouse. Now it's Foolio on Academics. I love Academics platform. I'm not talking about it tonight. I called it, though. New Whack 100 podcast. Mikey T, the movie star, called it. Everybody wants to talk all this other nonsense about, oh, Whack 100's involved with Clubhouse. He's got a podcast coming. I let you know. That's why I'm out here reporting the news, you guys. That's why I'm doing this shit. Give me the benefit of the doubt when I say some things. I have been there in people's shoes. You know what I'm saying? Major salute, Chris. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh. And yo, Chris, wait till you see the new way that I start dropping my content. It starts tomorrow. The new way that I drop my content starts tomorrow, you guys. I hope y'all love it. But we're not going to stop doing the live videos, the live streams, the current news information. We're not stopping this at all. We're just going to the max. I'm just putting my foot on the gas, you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting my foot on the gas until they come, you know, put me in one of them big buildings. You know what I'm saying? Danny Gray says you should interview Tay 600. Yeah, that would definitely be an interesting interview. I've got a couple things up my sleeve, though, this week. I'm very hype about some of the upcoming interviews that I've got going on. But right now, we're talking about Academics interview. And just as a bit of a sidebar, I do want to note that Academics, salute on your interview, by the way, Ac. I remember at one point me and Ac had exchanged a few emails. You know what I'm saying? But Academics actually had what looks to be NLE Choppa on the next episode of his podcast. Now, I don't know if this has been filmed, but honestly, Ac, if you're trying to help out Whack 100, you should alley-oop this interview with NLE Choppa to Whack 100. If I was in the behind the scenes of that camp, I would tell Ac to alley-oop that interview with NLE Choppa to Whack 100. But it looks to me that NLE Choppa will be appearing on Academics for the Record podcast next. And you guys, I think that might be a clear indication as to why NLE Choppa pushed his album back, Me Versus Me, which has had build up and promotion since 2021, really early in the year. Then they added some dope records to it, though, it seems, and they really got a complete project. Not too sure about the name, in my opinion. Me Versus Me. Those type of names don't really get to me, but T.I. did it really well. T.I. versus T.I.P. You know what I'm saying? T.I. versus T.I.P. really did it well to a certain degree. T.I. versus T.I.P. did really well. Over 400,000 units moved in a week. So Me Versus Me with NLE Choppa could be an event, especially if he jumps on For the Record. I mean, all the artists are doing it now. Before you drop your album, you got to go on Academics podcast. Before you drop your album, you got to go on Academics podcast. And that's why I want that job on No Jumper. So we can my brand, Mikey T, the movie star, we can bring the streets over to No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? Basil, Allen, what's popping with you, man? What's up, Mikey T? Appreciate you for tuning in. Hit that like button. Matter of fact, everybody in here, everybody in this room right now, hit that like button and show me some love. Hit that like button. If we get 1,000 likes on this video, I'm going to dye my hair Bel Air blue. You know what I'm saying? Let's get 1,000 likes on this video, and I'm going to dye my hair Bel Air blue tomorrow. Next question. So, anyways, and if you're just tapping in, Darklow's information to write him at his current federal facility is up. It's pinned in the chat. So if you want to write Darklow, you can do that right now. But let's get back into this. Moneybag Yo. What's the song that Moneybag Yo is featured on there called, brother? Ooh, fake bloggers is stirring it up. Fake bloggers is stirring the pot. Let's see what he's got to say here, you guys. I'm going to start doing that from now on. Fake bloggers is stirring the pot. Let's see what he's got to say. He's stirring it up. Let's see what he's got to say. Fake bloggers says, I remember Youngboy cussing out Jay Prince, and he had his OG Birdman backing him. So I just don't see him backing down from Foolio. Now, I'm not saying NBA Youngboy back down from Foolio. Not saying that whatsoever. But you got to understand, when you're an artist in position, you don't need to be fighting like that no more. All you got to do is you point to the security, and the security removes the situation. You think NBA Youngboy needs to be putting his hands on anybody at this point? NBA Youngboy puts his hands on somebody, that is $100,000 lawsuit. NBA Youngboy's security removes somebody from causing a situation, that is a $5,000 lawsuit that can be won with a quick lawyer. You probably won't even have to pay any hospital bills. Yeah, Eric, that's going to be the new shit. You got to be on Mikey T before dropping an album. That's why I'm trying to tell Adam 22 to come over and, let me take over the streets for No Jumper, because he does an amazing job now with the Plug Talk, that new podcast with the the porn stars, strippers, whatever, all the type of situation he's doing with that. But also Adam 22's regular podcast is still hitting with all the major artist celebrities. But somebody like me could come in and really handle that street talk as well. Pert Gambit, what's up, my brother? Pert Gambit says, YB got too much beef. He is rich, but money ain't bulletproof. Woo. Danny Gray is checking you on that assessment, my brother. He said, nope. Jay Prince checked Birdman. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. When little situations happen like that with younger talent that sometimes could be steaming at the head, you know what I mean? Sometimes the OGs will speak and they'll just clear the whole, they'll just dead it. They'll just completely dead the whole situation right then and there. And then the young boys will usually listen. They'll usually listen. But who's to say what's going to happen 2 weeks later when somebody's on a bean and on the internet just talking crazy? Anything can happen when you put yourself in front of a live camera. You got to just think about it. Anything could happen because these guys, they get a little bit nervous. They mess up what they're going to say. Sometimes they say the wrong thing, end up having to stand on it. It happens, man. I see people going on live all the time and doing weirdo shit. So academics tried to get down to this, but hold on one second. So Foolio cleared it up. It was at a show in Jacksonville. NBA Youngboy had done a show in Jacksonville. Apparently, Foolio followed him back to the hotel room. Apparently, some of Foolio's homies were with him, which in a way kind of makes it excusable that he would follow NBA Youngboy back to the hotel. Like, okay, some of my partners are in the hotel room chilling with, you know what I mean? Chilling with NBA Youngboy and his crew. So why shouldn't I be there? And plus, I want to have a conversation with him anyways. But academics asked, why did you follow him? What was the problem? Foolio went on to say, it was the fans. It's the fans' fault. They kept sending me this thing that said NBA Youngboy Foolio diss. And I was just pulling up to ask him what that stood for when it said, what you on, Foolio? We pulled up to see what the Foolio shit stood for. Now, somebody in the chat had actually said earlier the term Foolio is a New Orleans slang. Now, if anybody in here from New Orleans, or if anybody in here knows about slang from New Orleans, maybe you could clarify that, using the term Foolio and then the rapper Foolio. Have we seen any other instances like this as well, where a rapper is kind of like, he misinterprets a lyric to be about his name, but Foolio wanted to check the temperature with NBA Youngboy. He wanted to pull up on him and check him about the situation, you guys. Now, didn't seem like he wanted to bring no harm to him, because he said that some of his homies were with NBA Youngboy already. So if they got associates there, you got to imagine that the situation is going to be able to be calmed down. Cooler heads should be able to prevail in that situation if Foolio's homies are on deck. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think in my mind, at least. That's at least what I'm thinking in my head. What do you guys think in the chats? If some of Foolio's homies were actually there with NBA Youngboy, wouldn't you assume that cooler heads would prevail? Or would NBA Youngboy just end up kicking Foolio's homies out? Like, oh, you rock with him, then get out of my hotel party. It could go either way. Fake blogger says Foolio is not just a Louisiana slang, though. Fake bloggers, man. I do hear some people. I guess it's some people from the West Coast, calling people a fool. Yes, yes. Fake bloggers. I watched this one dude. He does interviews. He's calling people a fool. Not necessarily Foolio. Maybe Fooly. But I saw this one guy doing an interview, and he's calling people a fool. I believe it was an interview that I was watching. This guy with the West Coast from Skinny from the Nine, and he was calling Skinny from the Nine fool. And I was like, damn, man, how would I interpret him calling me a fool? But yeah, you're right. It's a slang. Yes, it's Geechee, just like clown, Yeah, yep. So I totally see that. Now I don't understand why Foolio wouldn't have saw that, but actually I do understand it, because when you're a public figure, you know what I'm saying? When you're somebody that's known in the rap community, and you kind of hear somebody say your name, you're probably gonna think, if you don't have much contact with him at all, and he's not obviously bigging you up, that he's kind of dissing you. Probably it's probably how you're going to feel. That's probably how you're going to feel, especially when it surrounds a term like Foolio. So let me see. Academics asked if Foolio pulled up to straighten something out. No. Actually, academics kind of got real with him. Academics got real with him at this point. He's like, yo, just be real with me. Did you pull up on him to like just get to it? Just for a lack of a better term, academics was asking him if Foolio pulled up to beef. But Foolio said no. He wanted to ask him what the lyric was about. And then academics asked if he came out to talk to him. And Foolio said, first we were talking in the hallway. We talking, and then some shit happened, and the security upped the gun, and everyone scattered. So they were talking. They were talking in the hallway. NBA Youngboy actually came out to address Foolio. He gave him that proper respect. It sounds like for the security guard to do what he did, some static must have most certainly popped off, you guys. Static must have popped off. And then once that happened with the security up in it, everybody scattered. Everybody got out of the way. So then apparently, Foolio says they're sitting at the back of the hotel. And NBA Youngboy came over laughing. He came over laughing and said, come back up. He was laughing. He said, come back up. You know, that right there, pretty sinister. You know what I'm saying? Pretty sinister, but I could honestly believe some shit like that happened. You know what I mean? And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier with NBA Youngboy having the use of his security guards. You know what I mean? Because if dude came back up there, he's not going to be dealing with NBA Youngboy directly. He's going to be dealing with his security guards. So this situation seemed pretty tense to me, you guys, for them to scatter from the hallway of the hotel, never getting in the hotel room, and then they end up downstairs, back downstairs. Like I told you, they were in a vicinity where they could just walk up the stairs because they said he had said earlier in the interview that he noticed security in front of an elevator. So they just walked up the stairs, simply got up there, and then I guess NBA Youngboy hears Foolio's outside. NBA Youngboy's no chump. So he went outside to face the altercation. Oh, let's get that lame ass dude out of here. Yo, Eric, I don't know when this actually happened, but Foolio basically explained it on an interview today. This must have actually, if somebody looks up the date of when the song was released, where the term Foolio was mentioned, we can find out more time. But NBA Youngboy's obviously been on house arrest. He got locked up before that. So this was obviously during that time when he actually had a tour that brought him in Jacksonville. Unless, unless you guys, it was just a one-off, like I said. It could have fake blogger said it was in 2018. Perk Gambit. Perk Gambit said it was 2 years ago. I remember. Yeah. Now, Perk, do you remember if NBA Youngboy was on a tour at the time? I mean, the guy does a lot of shows, or maybe it was a one-off. It could have been a part of the. I'm only asking if it was a part of a tour because he should have realized, kind of like, if there's tension, he shouldn't be staying in the city. But obviously, man, um, obviously, you guys, NBA Youngboy probably wasn't dissing Foolio on the track. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, NBA Youngboy wasn't dissing Foolio on the track, which is why he didn't leave Jacksonville that night because he didn't think there was any static. Like, it seems to be just as simple as that. He had a show in Miami. Hold on, so let me see. He had a show in Miami. Yeah, he should have just dipped up out of Jacksonville. He should have just. Oh, the show was in. No, the show was in Jacksonville. Are you saying he had a show after that in Miami? In which case, I would say he probably should have just dipped up out of Jacksonville and went to Miami. Um, Fake blogger said, my fault. I just checked. It was January 20th, 2019. Yeah, that was pre-pandemic. Yeah, well, obviously, that was the beginning of 2019. I was thinking because January 2020 was actually still pre-pandemic. My brother actually finished the Slapface movie in the fall of 2019, and then we got hit with everything, you know. Then we got hit with everything that came after that. The new Slapface movie that I'm in is complete. It's actually dropping February 3rd on Shudder. I want you all to download Shudder if you haven't. Y'all can see my Shudder debut February 3rd. I have a brief cameo. Yeah, it was in Jacksonville. Yup. Foolio cleared that up to academics, actually, that it took place in Jacksonville. So let me see, where are we here on the notes? So we were sitting at the back of the hotel, and then NBA Youngboy said, "Come back up," and he laughed. So we came back up, and then we see Benzo, who I'm not familiar with. You guys, don't butcher me. Don't butcher me for not having Benzo on the podcast. Excuse me, Benzo. Everybody loves a Benzo, right? Maybe back in the 50s. Then we see Benzo and we chase him down. He runs and does some bitch shit. And that's when we see the video. And that's when you see in the video of us talking through the door and nothing happened. Now, me personally, I don't remember a video of them talking through the door. If anybody in the chat remembers the video of them actually talking through the door, maybe describe that in the chat. Tell me what was said a little bit, and I'll recite it briefly here on the video, unless you don't know what happened. I never saw a video of them talking back and forth through the door, but interesting to hear that they chased down one of his friends while going back up, and then they were talking through the door apparently. So afterwards, Foolio said that afterwards he had texted NBA Youngboy. He had texted him. I believe academics had asked if they ever spoke again or if they were cool, something along those lines. And apparently, even after this whole altercation, Foolio and the dude, NBA Youngboy, have been texting each other. They chased down your boy Benzo. They chased down Benzo, and you guys are just talking again. No, I'm just kidding, man. That's good that they could clear that shit up, man. That's more important. That's the most important thing, that they go through this unfortunate situation that could have got kind of crazy, but now they can just look past it. Let it be water under the bridge. You know what I'm saying? Because all it's going to do is negatively affect their career going forward. If NBA Youngboy has been texting Foolio, I think that's a positive end to all of this controversy that went on between the two of them a few years back, or now I guess 2 years ago at this point. Foolio is on set for the record. He's doing the joint with academics. He's sharing his story to the world, and I gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? Foolio made a fan out of me today by just keeping it real. Not hiding details of a story, that made him look bad. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to finish a couple of his other interviews as well. Because, like I said, he made a fan of me by just watching those few clips that have dropped from the academics interview at this point. Walmart hoodie. He says NBA Youngboy is on the road to being the next Birdman. Wouldn't you say the road to being the next Lil Wayne? You know what I mean? More so than the next Birdman, because I don't see NBA Youngboy really taking the helm of a record label. I don't really see NBA Youngboy being at the head of a label like Birdman dedicated so many years of his life to. I don't see NBA Youngboy being in a duo group. What's gonna be his big timers? What's gonna be the hot boys that he puts out? Who's gonna be his Lil Wayne? How's he gonna rebrand in 20 years and put out the next Drake and the next Nicki? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really see NBA Youngboy taking that route. Now, successful artist, majorly. He is going to be one of the most majorly successful artists probably for the next 15 plus years. Maybe he'll even get into a little bit of acting. Who knows? Maybe he'll even get into the road of acting. I'd like to see him do something like that. But record label, no. I'm not seeing a record label situation for NBA Youngboy, you guys. Now, academics said, I feel like the two of you are the most hated, and I don't really know how hated Foolio is. Maybe in the chat, you guys could tell me. I'm not all too familiar with how hated or just how hated Foolio is. I haven't really heard so many back and forths with him, or maybe I've just been out of tune. Like I said, Foolio really just made me a fan. But yeah, NBA Youngboy right now is public enemy number one. He might as well name his next album after Colors, his official album that I guess he's going to make in the next 6 months, Public Enemy number one or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just getting it from all angles right now. He's getting it from all angles, you guys. Like if he's going to feud with Little Durk, what's going on with NLE Choppa? NLE Choppa pulled his album back, so he wasn't competing with NBA Youngboy anymore. Now NLE Choppa's going to go on For the Record, it seems. And who the hell knows what he's going to have to say on there? because you know Academics is going to be asking him all about them records, all about the NBA Youngboy records. And guess what? Now the ball is in NLE Choppa's court. And I hear that NBA Youngboy's not going to be doing too much shit publicly. He better do, for the record, he better jump on the podcast. He better fly Academics. He better send Academics that bread. Fly him out to Utah. He better fly Academics out to Utah ASAP, man. ASAP, and get that interview. I think Academics flew out to Cali to interview Soulja Boy, right? They did that in Soulja Boy's backyard. So not everything has to be at the podcast facility. Nick Miller says, not the next Birdman, LOL. Yeah, Nick, I don't really think Youngboy has the time and dedication to really, put out all those artists like Birdman did. One of the key reasons Birdman focused so much on those artists and finding new talent is because he wasn't the most successful on his own as an artist. If Birdman took off back then, after the big timers came out, if Birdman took off and people were looking at Birdman like Tupac, you better bet your ass that Birdman would have been the next 50 Cent. Birdman wanted to be up there in front of all the cameras like 50 Cent. It just so happens the people didn't really take to Bird like that. He had his moments in the sun, with the big timers. He had several solo albums, and then he even had the Like Father, Like Son with Lil Wayne. So he had several moments in the sun, but he just didn't have that same impact as guys like 50, guys like Jay-Z, like when it comes to managing a label and being a solo artist, solo star, I should say. Okay, Daryl says that Younging Ace, who I do know a little bit about, is Foolio's biggest op. Huh. Gotti Jones says NBA Youngboy got his fans. He don't need nobody. He went number one without no features. Dirk needs features. Gotti Jones taking a shot at Little Dirk for NBA Youngboy. That's kind of what NBA Youngboy's fans are known for. Like NBA Youngboy's fans will take a shot at the ops for their OG. And I gotta say, I respect the hell out of that. I respect the hell out of the fact that NBA Youngboy's fans go the extra mile for him. That goes a long way when it comes to selling merch, when it comes to doing shows, when it comes to single sales, when it comes to album sales. When you have a dedicated fan base out there, you've won. Yo, what's going on? Blizzy! Appreciate you for tapping in, man. I hope you be watching the interviews, man. Yeah, exactly. Birdman couldn't compare to them other CEOs that actually put on their rapping hat. Every CEO couldn't necessarily put on their rapping hat. You got your Birdmans, you got your Jermaine Dupri's. Jermaine Dupri gave it a nice run, but ultimately he wasn't the biggest rap star. You know what I mean? You got people like that who can be a CEO, but they can't be a rapper. Name one. Name your favorite CEO that tried to rap, but he wasn't too successful. Those are my two right there. You're like Mikey T. Those are the only two. Let me light this up, you guys, before we get on to the next topic. We got to talk about this guy, Straight Dropp. He's facing a new charge. Straight Dropp is facing a new federal charge, you guys. Yep. Iceberg in the building. That's my bro right there. P. Diddy. Yup, that's right. P. Diddy's first album, No Way Out. If he would have had Biggie continuously writing his albums, it would have been such a dope thing. What was it? No Way Out. And then it was Bad Boys for Life. The saga continues, right? And then it was Forever, or was Bad Boys for Life just considered a compilation? Break that down for me a little, Iceberg. Or were those the first three Diddy albums, and then Forever flopped? And then what did he do after Forever? What was the one he did after Forever with like Diddy on it and shit? It's Diddy. It's Diddy. The D, the I, the D, the D, the Y, the D, the I, the D. It's Diddy. Hold up. It's Diddy. Did I just lose everybody because of that, man? Y'all are going to be mad when we're reporting live from the bad boy offices. Hold up. Straight drop is the next topic, you guys. We're talking about straight drop. The young Dolph wannabe. The young Dolph wannabe straight drop. That's right, I'm saying it, you guys. Straight drop is a young Dolph wannabe. Iceberg, am I wrong? Please, anybody in the chat, if you tell me I'm wrong, I will agree with you all. But I'm saying it right now. Straight drop is a wannabe young Dolph. The people are rocking with me, man. That's my opinion. That is my opinion of straight drop. I've watched the videos. I've listened to the ad libs. I look the way you dress, the way you rock your chain. Not plural. Chain. You know what I'm saying? The way you sit out the car. Carbon copy. It's like Young Dolph 4.0. Yeah, you don't get the 2.0. You don't get the 2.0, brother. You don't get that. We ain't giving you Young Dolph 2.0. Your boy Heck says, you're not wrong. He is a hater. He deserves the worst treatment possible in prison. Well, there's a couple things we're going to go over tonight in regard to that because there's a few things that might be worse. There's a few things that might be worse happening to him than just prison, you guys. News has broke that Straight Drop, the main suspect behind what happened to Young Dolph, is facing a new charge, you guys. A federal charge, in fact. That's right. So this past week, Straight Drop actually appeared before a federal judge for the first time for his charge of violation of supervised release. Now, apparently, this man who got 3 years from a federal case a few years back, he had some more time hanging over him. I guess he had a little bit more time hanging over him. You know, a little bit different than Bobby, who served out his full sentence. Bobby Shmurda, it seems like Bobby served out his full sentence, which is why he's back smoking all kinds of weed. You know what I'm saying? Bobby's back smoking all kinds of weed. So Straight Drop came out the feds owing a little bit of time. Now he had been released so many different times. Straight Drop got released so many different times that it did not shock me when his cases were all picked up by the feds. Like he was getting let out of everything so easily. Like he had got 5 years and then he exercised a right to get released. He exercised the right to get released within 9 months. The guy then got caught with a gun and drugs again, and it didn't go nowhere. So the feds picked his shit up. The feds picked his shit up and sent his ass to jail for 3 years. Now, I thought that was a little bit light. You know, I'm like, now, don't get me wrong. I don't be wishing jail on dudes. I'm just reading about something after the fact. And I read the laundry list of charges that Straight Drop has received, and then he gets 3 years. And I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? If they hit me up with all those charges, I'd be freaking gone. I'd be out of here. You know what I'm saying? And this dude gets 3 years in the feds. Okay, so he gets 3 years in the feds. He gets another chump ass deal for some reason. First, they let him out in 9 months on a 5-year sentence. I've never heard about that in my life. I've heard about people getting let out in 9 months on a 12-month sentence, but I've never in life heard about somebody getting let out on 9 months on a 5-year sentence because of some right that they could exercise. Hell, Tennessee will get you a lawyer just as quick as they'll let you out of jail, apparently, But anyways, so Straight Drop actually appeared before a federal judge for the first time for his new charge of violation of federal supervised release, which I assume comes from the federal indictment he had caught after relatively nothing was done after all of the various charges, and when he ultimately received the 3 years I was just talking about. And in an amount of probation that I actually don't know. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I don't know how much time probation he had. I don't know how much supervised release he had. I cannot comment on that because I don't know. I don't know if he had 3 years to serve. I don't know if he had 3 years to serve with 10 years hanging over his head. I don't know the outcome of it in that situation. Hold on 1 second, you guys. All right, there we go. Shit was looking a little shaky real quick. Just making sure we're all still live. Everybody's good. Antoine, what's up? What's up? Well, Terrence Barrett, actually, this whole situation has just caught up with this whole situation has really just caught up with the guy Straight Drop. From actually violating the terms of a federal release. The guy was out in the feds. Basically, y'all, this guy was out from the feds trying to get a deal with PRE, acting like he wasn't suspect. Bro, you just got out the feds, man. You is suspect as hell. Step away from our clique. We don't want you around. Key Glock, that's your man? He just got out the feds? Key Glock, your man just got out the feds. He ain't coming to Dubai with us, Key Glock. I'm sorry. A lot of situations like that happen. First of all, the dude can't even go with them anyways, being on supervised release. So right then and there, you get cut off from actually being a part of the show. You get cut off from being a part of the tour. Like, what do you expect to do at that point if you can't even travel with these guys to California? If you can't travel to Vegas, if you can't, you know what I'm saying? If you can't travel, but all right, so then you do travel to all these places. What about when you can't travel to England? What about when you can't travel to Europe now? And then you're not able to make those same connections. I imagine the CEO says, you know what? I need to sign somebody that actually is around. Perk says that was Glock's homie. I don't really know about that, bro. To be 100% honest with you, I don't know if that was Glock's homie or whatever it was. I've heard a lot of speculation about that, though. Yo, give me the thumbs up if we're still good to go here on the podcast. Everybody that's in here, hit that thumbs up. All right, cool. We Gucci. I was just tripping for a second. All right, cool. Some of the things we're reading wrong, y'all. Some of the things we're reading wrong. But yeah, so we're talking about Straight Drop getting new federal charges today. And apparently, Straight Drop is in the custody of the U.S. Marshals until the federal proceedings get underway. So I'm not really sure what's the difference. Iceberg, what's the difference of him being in custody in Tennessee to now him being in custody of the U.S. Marshals? It looks like Straight Drop is just getting dragged through the mud at this point, because they want these federal proceedings to get underway before anything. It looks like they really want to fry him on some of these past federal charges because of all the state charges he had gotten away with, you guys. He had gotten away with all these. Terrence says that they are looking for more information. Well, I mean, they got all the information that they want, Terrence, because they have all of his past charges. They have all of his past charges that he's slipped under the door, under the crack of the door to get away from. You know what I'm saying? So they really have everything that they want when it comes to straight drop. And now they've got the most ultimate charge of them all, you guys. They've got the most ultimate charge of them all when it comes to straight drop actually committing the most heinous crime that we know. Eric wants to know, where's everybody from? Where's everybody from in here? We got a little bit more from this news brief, Eric. Daryl says the feds don't come unless it's for show. Well, Daryl, excuse me. I was explaining earlier, you know, the feds actually got involved. The feds actually got involved in his situation because of the fact that all of his cases, his state cases, started getting swept under the rug. So I really feel like now them giving straight drop 3 years for all of his prior cases that the feds picked up, I feel like they feel straight drop spit in their face doing this. And that's why they're coming, they're grabbing him. Yo, Brian C. Wright. Brian C. Wright. Salute Mikey T, always keeping it official for the culture. Salute King. Brian C. Wright with the $50 super chat. That is my guy right there. I appreciate you tapping in, man. God bless you, my brother. I'm lighting up for you, man. I'm lighting up. Is there anything in specific that you wanted to ask? Philly's in this, John. Philly's up in here. What's everybody doing? What's everybody doing? Everybody show love to my guy, the homie Brian C. Wright. That's the guy right there, man. Share this video, everybody. Right now, I got the information to write Dark Low pinned up. If anybody wants to write Dark Low, you can. If anybody wants to write Dark Low, you can. I've got the information. I've got the information pinned right now, you guys. I've got the what you need to write Dark Low is actually his here. I'm gonna just put, let me see if I got it right here actually. You need his register number. That's the most important thing when it comes to writing Dark Low. His register number and his name. Those are the most important things. We got Staten Island in the building. We got Staten Island in the building tonight. Okay, salute to Staten Island. Your boy Iceberg said, thank you for supporting the channel at Brian. We appreciate you. Hell yeah, man. I hope as a Hot Boy Turk would say, man, I overstand that shit, brother. That shit is major, and I really appreciate you, Brian. If you have any questions, shoot them my way. I will answer the question. West Virginia in this bitch. Cleveland, Ohio in this bitch. My homie's actually out in Ohio right now. My partner Jesse's actually out in Ohio right now. Staten Island, New York. Hell yeah. Anybody, if you missed the earlier portion of the show, I gave out the information to write Dark Low. It's right here. Also, it's pinned. If this scrolls up, you don't see it. Just it's pinned right there. So write down Dark Low's information. Block Boy, Low is not out. Low was out from December to about what was it? Just he had to turn himself in September. He got released last December, but he had to turn himself in September. Review report in the building. I always appreciate you commenting, my brother. Major salute to you. We had some dope topics tonight, and we have a very special guest tuning in from Philly. I'm hoping our special guest from Philly tunes in tonight. He's from a royal bloodline. I can say he's from a royal bloodline, you guys. But yeah, let me get back into this news right here. So about Straight Drop, the main suspect in Young Dolph's case. So Straight Drop is in the custody of the U.S. Marshals until the federal proceedings get underway. Apparently, in this case, the death penalty and a life sentence without parole for the first-degree murder charges is something that can be handed out. This is some capital shit, you guys. This is some very serious shit going on. Straight Drop and his accomplice are still seeking lawyers, and they asked for just a week to find the lawyers. Now Rosewood was telling me that they should have easily asked for 4 weeks, 1 month. But to me, it seems like they're more interested in getting in and out of that courtroom. It seems to me like they're more interested in getting in and out of that jail rather than having to sit on the top bunk. You know what I'm saying? That's what it really seems like to me, in all honesty, you guys. They just want to keep on riding that bus in to go to the court hearings, just to get out of that environment. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do just need a week to find a lawyer. I think dudes are wishing upon a star. I think dudes are grabbing at tree limbs that are just not going to hold their weight. Talking about, I'm going to see you next week in here. Yo, 49 Lakers in the building. Mikey T, my boy, the movie star. Never been Hollywood. Ah, shit. Excuse me, you guys. When you drop the J, the pod's got to wait. I'm just kidding, man. Nothing's more important. Major salute on the $50 super chat, man. That shit makes this shit worth doing. You know what I'm saying? Coming on here and feeding the people the news, the hip hop news. You got the guys, academics, they're doing it dope. DJ Vlad, Adam 22, Nori, Gilly the Kid, Joe Budden, they're all doing it dope. I give you a little bit extra spice of life, though. You know what I'm saying? Capital, third letter C is in the building. What is popping? Party foul, definitely. But I will retort, I only dropped the joint because of the fact that I was concentrating on the podcast. Guys, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to do some open questions. Anybody out there has a question, you guys can send it in right now. We're going to go into the open questions format of the show. Coffee Tea, bless up, brother. Everybody share this video. Hit that like button. We may have a special guest tuning in from a royal bloodline of Philly. So everybody share this video. Let's go. Ben, what's poppin'? Mikey T always been solid. You know what I mean? That's just the best way to be. You know what I mean? That's just the best way to be. Mike B, salute to you, brother. Appreciate you for the tap in. He says, what is your favorite AR ab track? My favorite AR ab track is definitely Come For Me. Come For Me. The best AR ab track, in my opinion. That's the best AR ab track that I really like to hear. He has a bunch of other shit too, obviously, but Come For Me is the best AR rap song, in my opinion. Probably gonna put a gun on me. Albert Washington, what's up, man? Appreciate you for tapping in. Dope whip, homie. Dope whip. Fly whip, man. You got that fly whip. If anybody has any open questions, shoot them my way right now. I'm just having a little smoke. You could call it an intermission if you want. Their chain, the chain billionaire. He said, free Dark Low. What's Razor been up to? You know, Razor actually just got out not too long ago. Razor was locked up for a little minute because of I want to say a probation violation. Actually, Razor had got locked up for a probation violation. I think he might have been away for about 6 months. If Rosewood was on the channel, he could actually tell you a little bit better than me. But you know, we were holding Razor down while he was locked up. Obviously, Rosewood, you know, he's on here all the time and shit. So we're always holding down Spill Entertainment, which is Razor's branch off of OBH. You know what I'm saying? Your boy said, Come For Me is definitely solid. Yeah, Come For Me is probably not probably, it is my favorite ARAB song. Yeah, but if anybody has any questions, shoot them in right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can ask me whatever questions you want. If you got the controversial questions, if you got the questions that the street wants to know, if you got the questions that, you know, you want to know about hip hop history, you can shoot them my way. Any type of questions, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go the gangster route with it, or if you want to go the historical route with it, we can do whichever route you want to do. You know, I can do both. I can flip flop between both. You know, we can go hip hop history. You know what I'm saying? We could go hip hop history. Just don't ask any dumbass questions. You know what I mean? Don't ask any dumbass questions that I obviously don't want to talk about on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, historical. Historical. Right here, Beanie Siegel or Meek Mill. So that means if we break it down to the point of who do I like better overall? Now, I'm just going to be honest with you, man. I've said this list before. I actually said it in my interview with Cassidy. Top 5 from Philly is of popularity wise. Top 5 of Philly is Meek Mill, Meek Mill, Cassidy, Beanie Siegel, Freeway. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I guess I put Cassidy before Beans too. Sorry about that. So yeah, it was Meek before Beans. Sorry. Mike B says Beans. I don't think Beanie really got the same track history. I don't. Yes, the fifth one was Gilly. I don't really. It was Meek, Cassidy, Beans, Freeway, Gilly. But I don't think that Beanie Siegel has the same track record when it comes to albums. I don't think he has the same track record when it comes to albums as Meek Mill. Just to say, you know, they both have about 5 albums, I think Beans has. But Meek Mill's albums are just, you know, they have a lot of Beans albums. One of the albums wasn't even on a major record label. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real. Like, another one of the albums wasn't he locked up? You know what I'm saying? Like, Beanie before Freeway, Terrence. Freeway's number 4. Beanie's number 3. Now, Meek did have a hood movie, Mike B. He had that red box, that movie, man. And was it on Netflix or was it just on Redbox? What was that shit called with Meek Mill? The movie that Meek Mill had. I don't really remember. But all right, so it's open questions, and we actually had a good one right here. Well, I'm saying Cassidy got a lot more mainstream appeal, but you're right. I kind of want to flip that around. Open questions, y'all. Ask some cool, decent questions, whatever you want to know. Friday the 13th or Halloween. Wow, man. With the remakes of Halloween, though, I'm definitely going to have to give that to Halloween. The remake of Jason was kind of weak. I really wasn't into that. So I'm going to give it to Halloween, to be honest with you. But since we're talking horror movies, Steve, since we're talking horror movies, I got to shout out my brother's new movie that he put me in called Slapface, because the biggest horror movie streaming service, Shudder, has picked up my brother Jerry's movie. It's called Slapface. So I want everybody to check out the trailer for Slapface. Streets on Amazon Prime. Exactly, Iceberg. Yep, it was on Amazon Prime. But we were talking horror movies. Iceberg, what are you a Halloween guy or a Friday the 13th guy? Since we were talking horror movies, I want everybody to watch the trailer for Slapface. Probably going to be known as one of the best horror movies on Shudder. Actually, you can download Shudder for free, you guys, and get a week trial of it for free. So the movie drops February 3rd. So download Shudder, check out Slapface for free. And there's some interesting actors in it, man. My brother actually got the kid. His name is August Maturo. He got the kid from the remake of Boy Meets World. It's called Girl Meets World, to actually star in the movie. And this kid, August Maturo, was actually in The Nun as well. If you guys remember The Nun from the Conjuring series, very interesting to note that my brother got one of the people from one of the biggest horror movies of, what was that, 2018? I think it was 2018. Steven says Slapface looks good. Gilly is the king of Philly, Terrence. Ooh, what do I think about Cicero choking in battle rap multiple times? Man, I interviewed Cicero back in the day. And we talked about a lot of things, and we had spoke on his interest in getting back into battle rap. Battle rap has become so lucrative in the last, what is it, 10 years, you got to say. Battle rap has become so lucrative in the last 10 years because I was down with Hollow. Well, no, 10 years. I was with Hollow. When was that? 10, 30, 2000. When did Hollow battle Joe Budden? That's right around the time battle rap really started getting crazy, crazy incentive when it came to the dough. You know what I'm saying? But battle rap is amazing. And Cicero wanted to get back involved with it. If he's having a little bit of issue when it comes to it, I mean, I actually saw one video where he was dancing. Was he dancing or something in it? I don't know. I haven't watched Cicero battle, just to be 100% honest with you, to comment on it. I just saw the one little clip of him dancing. I wouldn't know Cicero to actually choke in a battle. But maybe I'll check it out tomorrow. What battles would you say? What battles did he choke in? Just so I know what I'm looking for. I think the only battle I really know of Cicero having was against the dude that was in my homie It's Maddox group, NYB, Cortez. They actually battled, right? Cortez versus Cicero, right? Tell me they battled, because they had talked about that for so damn long. Yeah, they battled in 2015, I guess. But yeah, I can't really comment on him choking in the battles because I haven't seen it, man. What battle leagues has he battled for? Did he battle for the Philly Battle League, the Battle Academy? State Property was bigger, I think. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. State Property, without a doubt, was bigger. The reason that movie Streets got released is because Meek Mill was in it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason. It didn't really go far at all because of the fact that Meek Mill was in it. You know, There was going to be no sequel because the next time we see Meek Mill in a film, it'll be something more than likely on in theaters. I was going to say on the silver screen, but it'll be something more than likely that is in theaters the next time that we see Meek Mill in a film, you guys. That's just my guess. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Meek Mill should be acting in any movies outside of it being a major motion picture. Documentaries, getting involved with shit like that. Yeah, cool. But no more B-rated movies for Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? He's ascended to a level that's beyond that. And I think he could really take on a role in a film. I'm really on a tip tonight about actors, about rappers becoming actors. Well, I mean, NBA Youngboy is not going to do his label thing. Meek Mill's obviously not going to do his label thing. You know what I'm saying? Meek Mill's not going to do his label thing with Dream Chasers. It's evident. NBA Youngboy, I got the question of if he's going to be like Birdman, which I don't think is the case. I see him more so focusing on his own career. Maybe somebody's going to be wrong and say, "Oh no, Mikey T, he's forming the whole NBA group." Okay, you got me there. NBA 03. But yeah, no, I just don't see, intentions of creating a label with these guys. Meek Mill had the intentions, but I think he should take his intentions to Hollywood. Um, Mike B, do you manage artists? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, but they got to come with that bag. You know what I'm saying? Cicero versus Bishop Bergrand. Okay. All right, I'm gonna look that. I seen what you said, Mike. Ooh, Cicero and Kaboom. Did I watch that? Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and see that one because I interviewed Kaboom in 2021, and I went and did all my research on Kaboom. You know what I'm saying? So, interviewing Kaboom was dope, man. Kaboom is a really good dude. Hope to have him back on the channel actually here in 2022. Ben, don't ask such stupid questions, man. Please don't ask that type of dumb shit. Hold on, let me get back. Let me get back to this. Let me get back to this. I was talking about this. I'm the Wiz Khalifa of the bloggers, man. I'm like the Wiz Khalifa, but also the Max B because I feel so refreshed. You know what I mean? I'm independent. I'm independent. You know what I'm saying? I'm independent. Literally anybody could call. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll be out of here the next week. You guys all know it. Appreciate it, man. Free Max B. That's the bro right there. Max B coming home in 2025. I'm going to watch that shit. Open questions. Open questions. Free Max B. He's coming home in 2025. Free Dark Low scheduled to come home in 2027. So, you know what, man? We don't even need to worry about that shit, man. These guys are coming home. At least they've got dates, you know? Facts. I'll echo that. Free Max. Facts. I'll echo that. Free Max. Facts. I'll echo that. Free Max. Do you think things will get heated up more with Dirk and NBA Youngboy? Well, allegedly, NBA Youngboy is going to be focusing on his new album. We're going to see how Colors does when it comes to the sales and how it did for NBA Youngboy for dissing these guys. We're going to see if that really worked out and if it gave him another #1 album. And I'm not talking about #1 on iTunes, you guys. I'm talking about a #1 Billboard album. We're going to see what it did. And then that's really, I think, going to play a factor in what he does to promote his next album in a few months because they're calling Colors a tape. I don't know what his new album is going to be called. I had suggested Public Enemy #1. So if you use that NBA Youngboy, please come give me that interview at least. Although I got a feeling that, you know, NBA Youngboy is going to take a little bit of time before he releases this one, probably at least another 4 months or so. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. I want you all to follow me on the gram. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me right now, you guys. I'm going to post it up. Follow me. Follow Mikey T for a follow. Listen, everybody that follows me on Instagram right now, I'm going to follow you all back. No hesitation. I jump on the gram to let people know when I have new interviews dropping. I jump on the gram to let people know when I'm going live. So that's how you guys can keep in tune with me more frequently. Plus, everybody that follows me right now, I'm going to follow you guys back. I'm going to show that extra love right now. I'm going to show that extra love right now. Not in like not tomorrow. Don't hit me tomorrow with it. This is for everybody. This is for the 60 people that are watching right now. Let me see. So I'm going to take the last questions. Hold on, I got to write last questions. Last questions. If anybody has any last questions before I get up out of here. Before we get out of here, you guys, if you have not seen the trailer for Slapface and you're asking yourself, who the hell is Mikey T? Does Mikey T really do movies? Why the hell is Mikey T, the movie star, have that name? Go check out the trailer for Slapface, you guys. This is a new movie directed by my brother Jeremiah Kipp and written by Jeremiah Kipp. Y'all can check that shit out. Y'all can go check that shit out right now, you guys. Very dope trailer right here. Horror movie. Any horror movie fans in here, y'all can check that shit out. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment. This movie drops exclusively on Shudder February 3rd. It's going to be amazing. Salute my guy, Bond Simmons. Major salute to you, bro. Schizo said, check me out on SoundCloud. Schizo's on SoundCloud, you guys. Holler at him. But yeah, man, everybody just check out that Slapface trailer. That's what I want you to do. Also, follow me on Instagram. Those are my 2 plugs for tonight. Your boy Heck is, if Don Q's your guy, hit me on Instagram. DM me, brother, and let's put it together. I'm with it. Because this week, I'm dropping all my interviews in a new form, you guys. For everybody that doesn't really dig the long format shit, for everybody that wants, you know, content, for everybody that wants content a little bit at a smaller dose and specific content, I'm going to be catering to you guys with all of my videos. I'm going to be doing something very exclusive this week, cutting all the joints up for the stories that you might want to see, the stories you might have missed. And I'm going to put that all out there exclusively on my YouTube channel. But we're about to wrap up for the night, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in, man. I held down this live on my own tonight. Major salute to everybody that watched. I'm going to check out a flick tonight or something and roll up a couple more of these Raws. Does anybody have any suggestion on a horror film that I could watch? Does anybody in the chat have a suggestion of a horror film that I could watch tonight? That's what I'm wondering before I get up out of here. Does anybody have a suggestion of what horror film I can watch? I pretty much may have seen them all, but maybe some of you guys could give me a suggestion. That'll be dope. I'm going to finish this. Let me see. Hold on. Yes, Bonds, I've seen the new Scream. I saw the new Scream, but how would you see that other than going to the theater right now, Bonds? You have to go to the theater to see Scream right now, Bonds. Does anybody have any horror movie suggestions for me that I can find on the internet, not have to leave my house and go see? That's what I'm talking about when I say a horror movie suggestion. Bonds got me going to the theater 35 minutes away. Now I got to buy popcorn. Now I got to buy a bunch of crunch. Now I got to buy Coca-Cola. Does anybody got a movie suggestion? Everybody's like, damn, he done took it to the point of the show where he's asking for movie suggestions. It's my podcast. I can do what I want to. Hopefully, when it gets, a lot bigger, there will be a lot more suggestions. That's all I'm saying. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we're on the radio and there's thousands of people listening, hopefully there will be some great suggestions. You cannot watch Scream at home right now. All there are is bootlegged copies of it out there. That's just munchies. Yeah, I know. That's just munchies. Then you got to buy the ticket. You know what I'm saying? It's just a never ending supply of shit you got to pay for when you go out to the movies like that. God forbid you bring somebody else with you. You know what I'm saying? Then you just got to double all of that. Then you got to get the you got to get the Twizzlers and the hot dog and who is Curtis Snow? Not too many official horror movies these days. Facts, man. Facts. My dude's just keeping it real. He's like, yo, Mikey, not too many official horror movies these days. I'm just gonna be real with you. But I appreciate everybody tuning in on the live tonight, man. It's been a dope episode, man. John Shaft, appreciate you for tuning in, man. I got Dark Low's information if you want to write him, actually pinned to the chat. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. We had some amazing topics tonight as far as Foolio explaining the whole situation where he checked NBA Youngboy, pulled up on NBA Youngboy, confronted NBA Youngboy, however you want to phrase it. Foolio went face to face with NBA Youngboy after a supposed diss record surfaced where NBA Youngboy was really just using the term Foolio. Also, I've got the new information about Straight Drop getting a federal charge in relation to a probation violation. And then we released information as to how you can write Dark Low. So if anybody wants to write Low right now, the information is actually pinned up. The most important information that you need when doing that is just the register number and his name, and all that information is pinned up, man. Yeah, Get Out was okay. I went back and watched it again. Get Out was it was gripping actually. It was gripping, it held me there the whole time. Um I should do like a movie review of Get Out. You know what I'm saying? I should do like a review of Get Out. There's just a lot that I would want to say about that film. Even Candyman, Jordan Peele executive producing Candyman. I think he's got an interesting stream of movies. They even mentioned him in the new Scream 5. That one of the girls I think said like, "Oh, Jordan Peele is amazing." Like a lot of people have respect for Jordan Peele right now when it comes to horror films. He's kind of like having his Eli Roth moment, if you will. He's having his Eli Roth moment. Yeah, but that's pretty much what I'm about to do for the night. Finish up a couple more Raws. Enjoy the rest of my evening. Play one of these Death Row 30th anniversary albums. You know what I'm saying? That I went to get along with the poster. Just vibe out. But I'll see y'all on the next episode. But I need everybody. Do me a favor, guys. Do me a favor. I need y'all out there just to tell one, two, or three of your friends about who Mikey T, the movie star, is. So they can all, if they're into hip hop, so they can get in tune with what we got going on here. I'm pretty sure they're going to find something that they're interested in, whether it's one of my dopest interviews with somebody from Dipset or somebody from D Block or, you know what I mean, somebody from Murder Inc. or somebody from G Unit or somebody from Shady Records. They're going to find something that they're in tune with, man. Don't be afraid to tell your friends about who Mikey T, the movie star, is. This is the only way that we're going to build up this brand so that we're right there alongside the guys like the Atom 22s. We're right there alongside the Doggy Diamonds. Salute to Doggy. The M Rex. Salute to M Rec. You know what I'm saying? We're right there with Jordan Tower. We're right there with DJ Vlad. We're right there with, you know what I'm saying, every single one of them. The big homie from Rap Radar, B. Dot, Elliot Wilson. Salute to y'all for tapping in, man. We're heading up to the top, and I'm taking y'all with me. Major salute.